Chapter 1. Introduction to Hillcrest Penitentiary. Nestled in the rugged hills of Cedar Valley, Hillcrest Penitentiary stands as a formidable fortress, housing some of the most high-profile inmates in the country. Established over a century ago, its imposing walls have witnessed countless stories of despair, crime, and remarkably, transformation. Unlike many facilities, Hillcrest is distinguished by its innovative rehabilitation programs designed to address the underlying issues of incarceration rather than merely punishing offenses. Here, education and self-expression flourish amidst the harsh realities of prison life. This documentary aims to peel back the layers of Hillcrest's structure, exploring the intimate journeys of its inhabitants. As we delve into the lives of those within Cell Block C, we discover that even within these stark walls, threads of hope and resilience weave through the daily struggles. The echoes of laughter, pain, and creativity resonate here, offering listeners an unprecedented glimpse into the humanity that exists behind prison bars. Chapter 2. Meet Marcus. In a stark, dimly lit cell, we are introduced to Marcus, a 35-year-old former schoolteacher whose life was upended by a crime he maintains he didn't commit. As the echoes of prison life surround him, Marcus reflects on the stark contrast between his past and present. Just years ago, he stood in front of eager students, sharing the joys of learning and instilling hope for a brighter future. However, a fateful day brought a swift downfall, leaving him grappling with despair and a yearning for justice. In his initial diary entry, Marcus candidly shares his heartache, recounting the moment he was arrested, the disbelief that enveloped him, and his desperate wish to prove his innocence. His words resonate with a deep sense of longing and determination, setting the stage for his quest for redemption and the search for a renewed purpose amidst the shadows of Cell Block C. Chapter 3. Lila's World. As the sun rises over Hillcrest, Lila's first diary entry reflects the weight of her turbulent past. Captured by the shadows of addiction, she recounts the chaos of her childhood, marked by neglect and turmoil. Every day felt like a battle, she writes, expressing the haunting memories of her former life. In prison, the world feels distinctly different, but she finds solace in her art, an outlet that whispers promises of hope amid despair. Her small cell transforms into a sanctuary as she puts brush to canvas, pouring her emotions onto the surface. In these moments, I escape the walls, she confesses, detailing the vibrant colors that contrast the bleak reality of her surroundings. Lila's art becomes a lifeline, stitching together fragments of her identity while fostering connections with fellow inmates who share their own stories of resilience and recovery. In creativity, she discovers not just expression, but a new purpose. Chapter 4. Life inside Cell Block C. As the sun rises beyond the fortified walls of Hillcrest Penitentiary, the sounds of daily life reverberate through Cell Block C. The clanging of cell doors punctuates the morning, a harsh reminder of confinement. Inmates shuffle through the corridors, their voices echoing off the cold concrete, mingling with the distant laughter of a few who manage to find solace in camaraderie. Here, we catch glimpses of lives entwined by circumstances. Marcus, with his quiet determination, jots down observations from his cell, fueled by memories of his former life as a teacher. Meanwhile, Lila retrieves a palette of stolen moments, letting her creativity bleed onto paper, transforming despair into vivid expression. Jamal weaves together stories of survival, while Rachel navigates the complexities of her past, igniting a spark of hope. Eddie, with a tender heart, shares snippets of laughter with a stray cat that wanders the yard, creating connections that defy the bleakness of their surroundings. Cell Block C becomes a microcosm of resilience as lives intersect, revealing beauty amid adversity. Chapter 5. Jamal's Stories. In the dimly lit common area of Cell Block C, Jamal sits surrounded by a small circle of eager inmates, their faces illuminated by the flickering overhead lights. As the echoes of the prison fade into silence, Jamal's voice rises, weaving tales filled with grit, humor, and raw emotion. A lifer with years spent in solitude, he has found his calling as a storyteller, breathing life into the forgotten dreams and struggles of those imprisoned alongside him. In his diary, he writes about the transformative power of storytelling, a means of escape from the harsh realities of their confinement. Each story shared is a thread connecting us, he reflects, a reminder that we're more than our pasts. For Jamal, these narratives serve not only as entertainment, but as a balm for wounded souls, fostering empathy, understanding, and a sense of community within the unyielding walls of Hillcrest. Chapter 6. Finding Forgiveness. Rachel's journey toward forgiveness unfolds as she reflects on her past as a gang member, marred by choices that led to violence and betrayal. In her diary, she writes about the weight of guilt she carries and the pain she's caused to those she once called family. Each entry becomes a cathartic release, revealing her desire to break free from the cycle of hatred that defined her former life. Through group therapy sessions highlighted by gentle yet powerful conversations, Rachel learns to confront the anger that festers within her. She shares her story with fellow inmates, initially apprehensive but gradually finding solace in their acceptance and understanding. These vulnerable exchanges pave the way for healing, as Rachel discovers that acknowledging her past is the first step toward forgiveness, both of herself and others. In this newfound clarity, she embraces the possibility of change, eager to redefine her identity beyond the shadows of her past. Chapter 7. Eddie and the Stray Cat. In the quiet corners of Hillcrest Penitentiary, a stray cat named Whiskers has become an unlikely source of companionship for Eddie, an elderly inmate with a gentle spirit. Through Eddie's diary entries, we learn about their heartwarming bond, which provides solace amidst the stark realities of prison life. Eddie often shares moments of tender connection with Whiskers, who wanders the yard freely, offering affectionate purrs and a soft presence that lightens Eddie's heavy heart. In one entry, Eddie reflects on how Whiskers reminds him of the joy and love that still exist in the world, despite the confines of his cell. He writes about the simple acts of feeding the cat or finding comfort in its company, highlighting the profound comfort that such small moments can bring. Eddie's relationship with Whiskers symbolizes hope and resilience, proving that even within barren walls, companionship can flourish, turning solitude into shared moments of warmth. Chapter 8. The Power of Art. In the flickering fluorescent lights of Cell Block C, Lila's diary entries burst with color and emotion, offering a vibrant escape from the confines of her harsh reality. She describes her latest mural, a sprawling depiction of freedom and nature that contrasts starkly with the cold concrete walls. Each brushstroke is a step away from the darkness, she writes, her words infused with a sense of liberation. Lila shares how she channels the pain of her past into her creations, fostering a connection with her fellow inmates through art therapy sessions. Interviews with counselors reveal the transformative power of creativity within the prison. Art becomes a voice for those who have been silenced, one states. Lila's artwork not only serves as a personal sanctuary, but also sparks inspiration among others, uniting them in their shared struggles. In a place often devoid of hope, Lila demonstrates that beauty can thrive even in the unlikeliest of places. Chapter 9. Education Behind Bars. In the heart of Hillcrest Penitentiary, the echoes of a classroom replace the usual sounds of confinement. Interviews with dedicated prison educators and compassionate social workers reveal the transformative power of education behind bars. They discuss innovative programs that provide inmates with opportunities to earn their high school diplomas, vocational training, and even college courses, avenues for personal growth that foster hope amidst despair. Inmates like Marcus share their perspectives, reflecting on how education has reignited their dreams and ambitions. Learning feels like freedom, he asserts, describing the thrill of gaining knowledge and skills that extend far beyond the prison walls. Other inmates express similar sentiments, illustrating how education nurtures self-worth and facilitates personal accountability. Through these powerful stories, listeners witness the profound impact of education on rehabilitation, emphasizing its role as a crucial pathway toward reintegration into society and a tangible step away from a cycle of crime. Chapter 10. Navigating Isolation. In the sterile confines of Hillcrest Penitentiary, isolation permeates the air, a constant reminder of the inmate's physical and emotional entrapment. Marcus, in his diary, delves deep into the haunting silence that stretches out like a vast void, amplifying his regrets and dreams of freedom. He writes, "The walls are my companions, echoing my thoughts, yet drowning me in solitude. Yet amidst this desolation, fleeting moments of connection emerge. Subtle exchanges during yard time, a shared smile, a nod of understanding, begin to stitch together the fabric of community. As the soundscape of clanging metal and distant footsteps envelops the listener, Marcus articulates his yearning for genuine connection, illuminating that even within these walls, the heart's desire for companionship can spark the glimmers of hope. Through atmospheric audio, listeners feel the weight of loneliness and the faint flickers of human resilience battling against it. Chapter 11. Building Community. Within the barren walls of Cell Block C, an unexpected sense of community flourished among the inmates. As Marcus penned in his diary, "In this place of confinement, I have found connections that challenge the notion of isolation. We share our stories, our pain, and our dreams." Lila, too, discovered the healing power of solidarity. Her art sessions became a refuge where fellow inmates gathered to express their thoughts and emotions through creativity. Jamal's storytelling nights brought laughter and camaraderie, knitting bonds that transcended their harsh reality. Rachel, once a solitary figure lost in regret, found strength in the supportive words of her peers, igniting her journey toward forgiveness. Eddie, nurturing a stray cat, often remarked on the unconditional companionship that transformed even the toughest days. Together they cultivated a network of support, proving that hope could thrive even in the darkest corners of prison life, where vulnerability became a source of strength and shared humanity blossomed into relentless resilience. Chapter 12. The Talent Show. The atmosphere in Cell Block C buzzed with anticipation as inmates gathered for the highly awaited talent show. In the days leading up to the event, Marcus practiced his spoken word performance, pouring his heart into every line, each word an exploration of his dreams and struggles. Lila meticulously prepared her art display, transforming her cell into an inspiring gallery that reflected her journey through pain to healing. As the lights dimmed and the applause roared, laughter and encouragement erupted among the inmates, creating a sense of unity rarely felt behind bars. Jamal, clutching his notes, took a deep breath before sharing a powerful story that resonated with many. Each act unveiled the inmates' hidden talents, igniting a spark of hope and camaraderie, transcending their confinement. In these precious moments, they found solace and strength in each other's creativity, knowing that this shared experience would linger in their memories long after the final curtain fell. Chapter 13. Performance Night. The night of the talent show buzzes with an electric energy, resonating through the cold walls of Cell Block C. Inmates gather in the common area, the air thick with anticipation and hope. Lila stands backstage, nervously clutching her paintbrush, her heart racing as she prepares to unveil her art piece, a canvas depicting the struggles and triumphs of her fellow inmates. Marcus takes a deep breath, rehearsing the lines of his spoken word piece that speaks to his quest for redemption. As the lights dim, the echoes of laughter and applause fill the room. One by one, inmates step into the spotlight, showcasing hidden talents, soulful singing, impassioned storytelling, and even a spirited dance. The sounds of clapping and cheers mix with the backdrop of a live guitar, creating an unforgettable atmosphere. In this moment, walls fade away, and the inmates feel an overwhelming sense of belonging, united in their pursuit of connection and self-expression.